Hey guys, in this video, we're making some Delrin gear shifters. Let's go. Now, I've wanted to make a Delrin shifter ever since I got this lathe. Now, I thought a lot about how to make it because I can go onto the internet and the internet will tell me exactly how to do it. But for me, that ruins all the fun of working it out myself. So I wanted to do this whole process without even researching it, just give it a go. If I make a mistake, doesn't matter, I can always try again. So my first hurdle was, how do I hold the piece and lathe it at the same time? Simply because as soon as I put the piece in the chuck of the lathe, I can't actually access that part of the shifter knob. So I was really struggling with this longer than I should have been, but then I realized that it actually screws onto the gear shifter in the car. So really all I need to do is recreate that thread on the lathe, and then I can screw the stock onto that, and then I can lathe up the stock, not in the lathe, completely. I can get all the way around it and I can do exactly what I need to do. Now, I measured the thread. I took the old factory knob off and I've realized that I've actually got a bolt and I'll bolt exactly the thread that I need. So that's going to work out perfectly. What I'm going to do is chop the end off this bolt, put that in the lathe. I'll then drill out a hole and thread inside the Delrin, and then that will screw onto this bolt. And then I've got a piece of stock right here that I can lathe all the way around without getting in the way. Genius. Not really. And next is the Delrin. This is POM C, not POM H like Delrin. They're much the same. I actually am not going to go into the differences because I don't actually know that much about it. But what I do know is the plastics people at the shop told me that this would be totally fine for gear shifters and maybe even good for suspension bushes, which I plan to potentially make soon. I might actually get POM H though for that. If you know the differences, please let me know because I have no fucking idea. But this is what we're going to use for the gear shifter because it's nice and cheap and we can make many. Now, obviously we need to be very scientific with this. So we are going to measure from here to about there, and that's going to be the length of my shifter. Now, obviously, I need to be careful because this is quite a lot of stick out. I'm not sure how to get it around this right now, but I need to lathe it off and make it nice and flat. So, it is what it is. Whoop, whoop. Nice. That came out perfect. We'll do the other end as well. This shit is going to get everywhere. Okay, that's awesome. That's come out fantastic. Boop, 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 boop. Nice. Okay, so now I'm going to drill the hole for the threaded rod, and I'm going to drill it in 40 mil. Why 40 mil? I have no idea. 40 mil sounds good, so that's what I'm going to do. And now I've done that, I'm going to drill in 20 mil with a bigger drill bit. So I've only got thread the last 20 mil of the hole. Okay, let's do that. And now I'm going to thread the hole with the tap. Like that. Cool. So that is in there nice and tight. And now I need to swap the jaws back to the other jaws so I can put this in there like so. It's a little off. I am okay with that though. So now we can lay that down till it's completely smooth. Okay, so now I want to turn this to an arbitrary angle. Do I know what angle? No, I don't. And that is the wrong way. I did say that I didn't know what I was doing, so if you have any comments on how to do this properly, maybe you could let me know. That does look nice. Okay, so I'm starting to think that this is too long. So after I've done that, I started thinking about how I was going to taper it down, and I like this size, but yeah, that is a big gear shifter. I'm going to cut this in half and then I can make 2 shifters out of this one. So it's going to cut it down to half, which makes it 55 mil right there. So that's what I'll do. Cool. And now we got 2 pieces. Cool. Okay, and repeat. I like that. I like that a lot. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to change the angle now, because I kind of want this to be slightly rounded. More of a angular round. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to loosen that off like so, and just do a bit more of an angle like so. I might start off with a severe cut and then gradually take it out. I need to pull that out because I'm going to get to the back of it now. I don't want to crash into the head, that is for sure. We've got to make sure we keep checking this because I do not want this crashing into my chuck. Not sure. I'm pretty sure that's, I guess it's normal, but if anyone knows how to minimize this shit, let me know in the comments. That'd be much appreciated. I'm actually starting to really like that. I might not go with another taper, actually. I was thinking about putting another taper on it here to take this edge off, but I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot. Let's smooth it out. Let's instead smooth it out. I reckon that's the shape I'm happy with for the first one. Oh, that is sick. That's come out so good. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. I like that. Let's see what it feels like. That is sick. My dudes, this is my first gear shifter. That feels so good in the hand. It is so good. I'm so happy with it. It's only taken like 2 hours to do, and that's including making this piece to hold it. It is coming out so good. That is so sick. That is so cool. And it's on there tight. Oh man, that is cool. I love having a lathe. Oh man, that's just my first design without even thinking about it. That is sick. I am so happy with how this has come out. I've taken it for a drive and I love how it feels, but I think maybe it's a little bit too tall, and the way it sits on the car is there's a bit of a gap between the boot and the bottom of it. So what I've done is I've cut up another piece, and this is about 20 mil higher, so it's a little bit longer, and I want to make it a bit narrower, and I kind of want to do a little bit of a different design with this one. So let's make this one now. Okay, so the first one I drilled in 40 mil. This time I'm going to drill it in 50 mil. It got to about 57 and then it stopped engaging, so I think 57 will be enough. And now I'm going to drill in 25 mil. It's going to thread it by hand because I forgot to do it while I was on the lathe. Again, super scientific. I'm not going for exacts. I'm just going for a size. Not too fussed about that. But what I might do is I might try and go the opposite direction because These are so much better than alloy chips to work with. Alloy chips cut your hands up like a motherfucker, but these plastic chips I can just grab with my hand, no issues. So I'm going to make that round. So what I'm going for is the top's going to be around here, and then the bottom's going to, might do it from about there. Yes. Oh, nice. Okay, so we're going to make this straight again. The top surface isn't flat, so I'm just going to skim the top. Also take out a little bit of that angle because I don't want too much, just a little bit. I am super happy with how these have turned out. This is the more traditional sort of Delrin shifter that you see, and then I've got a more round, fat one there, but I think they look absolutely cool. It's so good that I can just make these up, and I've got enough to make another like 15 of these, so I can play around with designs and change my mind, and it's just so cool. So if you guys have found this useful or entertaining, please like and subscribe, as it does help out the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.